Alright, guys, it's Mr. Lynch coming back at you with some great math. Let's get going on this stuff, guys. Lesson 2.1D, number line model for subtraction. So now we're not just adding our integers. No. We're subtracting now. You guys are going to love this, trust me. So what we're going to do to start out is we're just going to start out nice and simple. Alright, we got our black pen. Or actually, let's make blue. I love blue. So what we need to do is we need to plot each pair of points on the same number line. So we need to plot the point 3, which is right here. And we need to plot the point 8. Easy. And that was almost too easy, right? Just 3 and 8. All right, now let's plot -4 and +3. So -4 is here. +3 is right here. Easy. Now we need to plot -1 and -7. So -1 is right here. -7 is right here. So now that we've plotted these points, we're going to circle the operation and write a context for 8 minus 3. So our operation is subtraction. We're subtracting here, and now we need to state the difference. We need to write a context. So let's say we have 8 donuts, and we eat 3. Okay, so we had 8 donuts, we eat 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. That's the difference. Now, we need to do the same thing down here. We're going to circle the operation, which is subtraction, but this time it's 3 minus 8. We need to make a conjecture. So I'm going to leave you guys to sort of guess as to what you think 3 minus 8 is. And we'll dig deeper into that throughout this lesson. And I'll leave you guys to do those conjectures there. So subtraction can be thought of as the signed difference or directional difference between 2 points. And now, I'm not a huge fan of saying directional distance because the way we're looking at it can be different. So if we were to look at A here, 7 minus 2, we know 7 minus 2 is +5, right? We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We can see that we're moving 5 places in here. But the confusing thing comes from they're saying that our start is here at 7 and we're moving to the left. Usually when we move to the left, it's negative. So I am not going to be saying sign distance or directional distance here. All right, we're going to be using a different method because I'm not going to tell you guys when we move to the left is positive because that's not always the case. And that's going to get really confusing really quickly. Like over here, 2 minus 7, we're moving to the right. So this, we should be thinking, oh, this is going to be positive. But really, 2 minus 7 is a negative number. But we're moving to the right, which changes things. So we're going to kind of, not ignore it, but we're going to change the way we think about this. All right. So instead of moving that many places, what we're going to do, and I'll draw out my own number line here. Let me move off to the side. Well, the way we're going to think about this. So that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And I know that's not perfect spacing, but it's good enough for now. The way we're going to think about this is the first number is our starting number. So in the case of 7 minus 2, we start at 7. And now when it says to subtract 2, you guys remember how in the last video I said we're facing this way. We're always facing positive. We're always facing to the right. So if we're facing positive, when we see a subtract, all right, and that's not a negative, that is a subtract. When we see a subtract, we turn around. And so if we're subtracting 2, we are now going to turn around and move forward 2 places. So if we move forward 2 places from 7 in the facing the negative direction, we are here at 5. Now let's think about this when it comes to, That's not what I wanted to do. So let's think about this in the case of where we start at 2 and we're subtracting 7. So we start out looking to the right, looking in the positive direction. We're looking this way. And then it's 2 minus 7. So we're going to turn around and we're going to move 7 places in the negative direction. Now, I'll let you guys just think about what that means. All right, just think about that for a second. What does that mean? That's not what I wanted to do. All right, so I'll let you guys think about that. So again, we're going to follow the method that I just showed you guys for modeling this. So we're going to circle the operation, which is subtract. We're going to model 8 minus 7. So we start at 8. And remember, we're facing in the positive direction. It subtracts, so we're going to turn around. We're going to face the left. Now we're going to move 7 places to the left. So if we move 7 places to the left, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We end here at 1. So that is 7 places moved in the negative direction. That's what 8 minus 7 looks like. Now here, we're given a little bit different of an expression. Now, we have 8 minus negative 7. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to start out at 8. We're going to face the positive direction because we always face the positive direction. We always want to be positive. Now, because it's subtraction, we're going to turn around. So we turn around, and now we're facing the negative direction. But remember, this is a negative 7. So when we see a negative number, that means we move backwards. So we're going to move backwards 7 places, which gets us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was terrible. So we're now at 15. So we moved backwards 7 places. Does that make sense, guys? So let me write this out. Negative numbers we move backwards. Positive numbers move forward. And subtraction means we turn around. So if we see a subtraction sign there, that means we're going to make a full 180 and we're going to turn around. All right, so explain why these answers for the 2 problems are so different. They're so different because in one we're subtracting a positive number and in the other we subtract a negative. So I will point something out to you guys that's kind of weird. So 8 minus negative 7 is 15. But I thought 8 plus 7 was 15. How can these both be 15? That's kind of weird. That's really weird. We'll look more into that, guys. It's a great thing. It's a really cool thing. Now, I want you guys to think about what negative 8 minus 7 would be. All right. So if we were to draw this out, negative 15, negative 14, negative 13, negative 12, negative 11, negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we start at negative 8, and we're facing the positive direction. Now what I want you guys to do is, before I finish this, I want you guys to pause the video and kind of think to yourself, okay, let's draw this out and let's see what happens. And then check your answer and see if it's right. So now that you guys come back, We've got negative 8 and we're subtracting 7. So because we're subtracting, we're going to turn around and face the negative way, negative direction. We're subtracting a positive, so we're going to move 7 places to the left, which gets us to negative 15. Odd. That's really odd, isn't it? So what's going on here is, you guys can think about it, if we have a negative number and we subtract, meaning we have negative of something and we take away even more, we become even more negative. Yeah, I guess that's the best way I can describe that. But the picture also helps you see it. Okay, the picture really does help in this case. Okay, so we're going to circle the operation and locate each value in the difference equation on the number line and compute the difference. So we're going to do it the way that we've been doing it for this lesson. All right, we're going to start at negative 3. So if we start at negative 3, that's right here. Now we're subtracting, which means we are going to be moving to the left. We're going to be looking to the left. Sorry. We're looking to the left, and we're moving backwards 10 places. So if we move backwards 10, we're going to be right here at positive 7. Okay, guys? So for number 15, we're going to start at 14. We're going to look in the positive direction, starting out, but we have a negative. So we're going to quickly turn around and look in the negative direction. And we're going to move 20 places. All right, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. And that gets us to negative 6. And as you guys can see, I counted by 5s there. Right, I moved to here, then I moved here, here, and then there. So guys, try the rest of these problems, okay? And I'll do some of these with you guys. Draw the number line, locate each value, write the difference. All right, I'm going to do some of the hard ones. Let's do 21. So if we draw a number line here, if we draw a number line, so I'm going to put negative 12 like right here, negative 11, negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 1, 0. 13, 14, negative 15. So what we're doing is we're starting at negative 12. And we have a subtraction, so we know we're going to be facing the negative direction. And then we move back 9 places. We're moving backwards 9 places. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which gets us, I think I may have done some wrong counting here, but it should get us to negative 3. I probably did some wrong counting in my, somewhere in here. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should be 1, not 0. That should be negative 1. Okay. So guys, that's all we're doing for these. Okay? Drawing out our number lines, putting in our numbers, and then moving as it tells us to. And remember, guys, if you need to write this down, write this down. Negative. Move backwards. Positive. Move forwards. subtract, turn around. All right, these rules here are really going to help us out as we move through this unit and start getting more and more complicated with what we're doing with our integers. All right, guys, and that is the end of this video. As always, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you guys ring that notification bell so you guys can see these videos as soon as they come out.